Hey guys, welcome back again. I am Azubike Chiamakanya. Welcome to another interesting episode of WWE Angats with Amy. Woo! First and foremost, I'm really sorry for the inconsistency lately. I promise to be more consistent on posting more videos. Anyways, welcome back to my YouTube channel again. Like I said in my previous videos, and I'm saying it again, on this YouTube channel, I talk about WWE topics, WWE raw fact, or any fun fact going on in the wrestling world at large today, in this generation, in this era. But before I go anywhere, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So before now, we've had pretty awesome matches. We've had pretty awesome pay-per-views. We've had fast lane with incredible things going on, like Seth Rollins still retaining his world heavyweight championship. Like I told you guys, I told you that Seth Rollins ain't losing that belt anytime soon. No matter what Shinsuke Nakamura says, no matter what anybody else says. I told you guys that Seth Rollins is not giving that belt for anyone. He's not giving anybody that belt. Till the year runs by, I do not think he's giving that belt to anyone. And we also have shocking news whereby we saw Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. Oh, sorry. Main event Jey Uso giving it up again and defeating the Judgment Day to become our new undisputed tag team champions. Like, I was so happy when I saw this. Like, I saw it and I was like, wow, I really think I'm going to cry right now because it was something I would never imagine was like going to happen. I never saw this coming. To be honest, I did not even see this coming. You remember in the last video, I spoke about how the Judgment Day are dominating the era, and I don't think Finn Balor or Damian Priest are going to lose their belts anytime soon. But apparently, WWE was like, girl, that's not what you're thinking, because we are bringing in something really shocking, and trust me, they blew my mind. And when I saw it, I was like, what on earth did I just watch? I was so happy. I'm so happy for American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, and I'm so happy for Jey Uso. And we saw Io Sky still retaining belt as the world heavyweight, the undisputed women's champion, which means she defeated Asuka, and at the same time she defeated Charlotte Flair. It was really dope because seeing someone like Io Sky defeating two legends in WWE, that's Charlotte Flair and the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. It was really dope and nice. Of course, Damage Control took over at some point, but it was really nice seeing EO retaining a belt as champion, or whatever going on in that set. And also we saw NXT this past week has been fun. Why? Because we saw Asuka coming back to NXT with a match against Roxanne Perez, where she defeated Roxanne, obviously. And we also saw Undertaker coming to NXT with a segment with Braun Breaker, and it was really nice because after Undertaker left, or he retired, no one even thought of seeing him anytime soon. And like I said, WWE told us, nope, we will not see what is coming for us this year. A big shout out to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels has been doing really great and amazing stuff in NXT these days, and we are really proud of the work he's putting in on the NXT stars. We also saw the likes of Cody Rhodes coming in to NXT, and now we also saw the big pay-per-view match in NXT, which is NXT No Mercy. NXT No Mercy was actually very great because we saw the likes of Becky Lynch once again defeating Tiffany Stratton to retain our NXT Women's Championship. Okay, let's see a little clip of that on that one.
Onto a pile of steel, cover, and Becky Lynch retains.
I saw that, right? Like, the man Becky Lynch coming back first to defeat Tiffany Stratton and become our new NXT Women's Champion, and she came back again to defeat Tiffany Stratton for like the second time or so at NXT No Mercy. And we all saw how beautiful that little clip was. And speaking of NXT, at first Dominic Mysterio lost his belt, But again, after Rhea Ripley booked a match with him and Trick Williams, he defeated Trick Williams to become our new NXT North American champion again. Quite after Mami said this though.
But if you don't come home to me with that championship, then don't bother coming home.
Like I said, the Judgment Day are doing great things in this era right now. They are coming up raw, dominating their era, and doing marvelous things right now on Monday Night Raw, giving us great promos, great segments, great matches. And trust me, I hate to say this, but I've been enjoying Judgment Day lately, and it's really nice. I can't wait to see what they all have in plan or what they have in store for us. But moving on, I'll be going to Friday Night SmackDown updates. Woo! Friday Night SmackDown updates. So this SmackDown happens to be the season premiere, and of course, we all see our tribal chief coming back last Friday, like day first day or so. They are coming back, and everyone has been happy. We've all been seasoned. We want to see what the tribal chief has in store for us again after leaving since after SummerSlam or so, I guess. But let's quickly go on to today's show. Our 16-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion John Cena kicked off tonight's post-Fastlane episode of SmackDown. Cena welcomed everyone to the season premiere, like I mentioned earlier, and it was interrupted by the returning of the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. So, 16 times World Heavyweight Champion, who is also known as the greatest of all times in WWE history, coming back, and of course, it gets distracted by the so-called undisputed Universal Champion, which is Roman Reigns, who calls himself the greatest of all times now. But I don't think so. Left to me, John Cena is still the greatest of all times, and that's on period. I don't want to know what anyone has to say about it. Yeah, Roman Reigns is a really great guy. He's a really great champion. Has been like the greatest champion in WWE history. But to talk about the greatest of all times, I would still give it to a John Cena 100%. So Roman told Cena if he's going to open his show, he better do it in the right way. Like, bro, we've been opening SmackDown in a really pretty way. So coming back, how is it your show? It's everybody's show. Yes, you are dominating the era, but SmackDown has lived for weeks without you. So why are you coming back acting like everybody misses you, even though somehow we do and somehow we actually don't? Roman told the fans to acknowledge him, and they did. I wouldn't lie, I kept my ones up in the air too when I saw it, because we had to give honor to whom. I don't know how they keep that phrase again. I'm so confused, but I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. We had to acknowledge the fact that, okay, he's the greatest of all champions, he's the greatest champion in WWE history to date. We don't want to know, we just had to acknowledge that fact, even though we don't really like him. Fans started chanting for Cena, and Roman said they are cheering for a coward because Cena only decided to return when he was on his leave. And then WWE had the audacity to call Cena the greatest of all times. And he went ahead to say, you already know who the greatest of all time is, and it is Roman Reigns. So at this point, he's trying to shade Cena for being the so-called greatest of all times and putting all the old glory, all the old title to himself, which I don't really think is necessary. Though you are undisputed champion, everybody respects you. Why can't you just leave the greatest of all time title to someone who deserves it, which is John Cena? And John Cena, being the mature man that he is, why I love John Cena so much, being the mature man that he is, he went on to say he's not here to challenge Reigns, he's here to acknowledge Reigns. Cena then said Reigns has earned his 1,100 day plus title because he won't challenge him, because he hasn't earned it, because he knows a person who has, and which led to LA Knight coming out. So everyone sees LA Knight theme go up in the screen, and we are all chanting for LA Knight. And it's been really awesome because LA Knight has been the fastest rising star in WWE right now. Like, the guy is going places. LA Knight before was just one random wrestler that everyone sees, like, oh, it's this guy. But nowadays, LA Knight is like the big deal. It's selling out marches, it's bringing out mad segments, mad promos, and we can't get enough of LA Knight. And Knight said while Roman was sitting on his couch for the last 2 months, things changed here on SmackDown. Did I say it? I did not say it. I said it. Like, I mean, SmackDown has lived for weeks without Reigns. And now he's coming back, acting as if is dominating the old SmackDown era, which I actually do not understand. And he told the fans to tell Roman whose game is it. And of course, we all did. And Roman asked LA who the hell he think he was, because he has done things over the last 1,100 days that LA Knight can't even boost for Dominic Mysterio. And so what Triple H currently said here was that of course Dominic Mysterio coming out booze here and there. So even if his pumping out WWE is causing so much noise, there have been really loud boos for Dominic Mysterio. But to ignore the old weirdness of Dominic Mysterio, Triple H introduced the new general manager of SmackDown, which is our former TNA and NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nick Aldis. Aldis shook Pierce's hand and said he looks forward to some healthy competition. Aldis shook Dominic's hand and said he's a big fan of his dad. Like, when I actually saw this was actually really, it was like really complicated. Like, it was really funny, because I was like, ooh, that was a really big one. Because when I first said I heard I'm a big fan, and I heard of your dad, it's made everyone gasp. And sitting down watching it, I was laughing. I just think you all should see a little clip of what went on this one.
And Dom, good to meet you. I'm a big fan of your dad.
After that, Aldis went on to reveal Jey Uso's replacement to SmackDown. So in my previous videos, I spoke about how Jey Uso being traded from SmackDown to Raw would cause another wrestler from Raw get traded to SmackDown. And I said everyone thought it was going to be Cody Rhodes. Everyone thought it was going to be one dope ass or one really big superstar that we would not even think about. Well, I think the second choice was actually what happened, because Kevin Owens was the superstar that got traded from Raw to SmackDown, and because of the whole segment it had with the bloodline and everything going on, Roman wasn't really happy that Kevin Owens was in his show. And like I said, it is not only Roman's show. Yes, he's dominating SmackDown. He's dominating the whole of WWE. But I don't really think it should be his own show, because I'm going to say it again. And like I'm saying, like for the fourth time in this video, SmackDown has lived for weeks without the undisputed champion. And I mean, him coming back doesn't mean it's fully his own show then. In a backstage segment, Nick Aldis told Charlotte Flair that she's going to face Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship next week on SmackDown. Jade Cargill then made her first ever appearance on SmackDown, which means Jade Cargill is actually not going to Monday Night Raw. She's coming in on Friday Night SmackDown. Triple H introduced Jade to Charlotte. Charlotte said she knows who Jade was, and it's really nice to meet Jade. Jade said it's a pleasure, and Charlotte was like, oh, it will be. We all know Charlotte is the old saucy queen. She's the queen of the era. She's the queen of the old WWE. So I mean, she's just trying to give Jay this old vibe that you can't come and dominate my own era while I'm here, which I think everyone is even really thinking right now that this might lead to a future segment between Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair, which wouldn't be bad though, because I mean everyone would want to see that happen. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso defeat Austin Theory, and for the Monday main event, LA Knight defeats Solo Sikoa. And of course, as LA Knight was celebrating, something tragic really happened that led to Roman Reigns giving LA Knight a spear and left the ring. Yeah, so guys, this was all that happened on Friday Night SmackDown. The season premiere was actually really dope to watch. Marines actually brought a little vibe in it. It's not his show though, but it brought a really good vibe to it, and it was really interesting to watch because they're giving us future things to think about on what is going on in Survivor Series, Crown Jewel, next year WrestleMania, next Royal Rumble, and every other match that is going to happen in 2024. At least we have an idea of what a future segment is going to feel like. And as for WWE news and facts, we have Seth Rollins defending his World Heavyweight Champion with Drew McIntyre at Crown Jewel. Woo! At this point, like I said in my previous video, I spoke about how I wouldn't know who to pick between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Like, I knew this was going to happen, and I'm going to say it out loud. I'm not rooting for anybody. I am not rooting for anybody. I love Seth. I'm in love with Drew McIntyre. So at this point, I am not even rooting for anybody to even win at all. Like, for real, I am not rooting for anyone to win. And speaking of matches coming up throughout this year, sources state that Randy Orton could return by Survivor Series. And of course, I can't wait to see Randy Orton back at Survivor Series. I can't wait to see that theme song hit the screen and everybody's going on their feet shouting "Gah!" And seeing Randy Orton come back really means there's going to be fire on the mountain, because personally I've missed Randy Orton. I love the guy so much, and I've missed seeing the old Viper vibe on the stage, on the ring, doing segments, creating promos. I really miss Randy Orton, and I can't wait to see him back at Survivor Series. And speaking of Survivor Series, this year's Survivor Series is now sold out, and something really interesting happened Friday Night SmackDown, whereby we had Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns facing each other. I'm going to put a picture out there. So this whole thing is making everybody go crazy, because we all think this could be a future statement that something is coming up for WrestleMania 40. And of course, we all know that if this match happens like WrestleMania 40 at Philadelphia, we all know Cody Rhodes is returning home as our new undisputed Universal Champion. Why? Not just because Roman is going on a leave, he's going on a break to focus on Hollywood, but because Cody actually deserves it, and because Cody needs to finish his story. He has finished the story with the Judgment Day and being undisputed tag team champion, but he really needs to be undisputed Universal Champion, and it is really, really, really going to be dope. Anyways, guys, this is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking to you all myself. I enjoyed spilling out full WWE gist to you guys. I really appreciate you all watching my video. I really appreciate the likes, the comments, the shares. I really appreciate y'all hitting the subscribe button every now and then. It means a whole lot to me. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I remain Azubike Chiamaka Favor, and this is my YouTube channel, WWE Enga with Amy. Till we see in the next episode. Peace out.